So we have a celebrity in our mix. The Crushing Gamer is here. He's going to take over for me, thank goodness, because he does things way better than I do. So here we go, Jet Mully.
Do you want to fill me in here?
We're playing Garfield. Currently, Hayden is White Yoshi and Cat is Iggy. And I don't know what they're playing. Toad and something else.
Got it. Okay. Hey, fellas, what's going on? Jet Millie here. Streaming our good old esports match, playing Mario Kart. How y'all doing today? Sorry I got here a little late. Alright, so let's take a look here. Alright, looks like our team's doing pretty well. Fireball and everything. Alright, looks good. Looks like Hayden took a win here. Okay, so let's see. Our players are White Yoshi and Iggy. Alright, looking good. Alright. So let's see what our new map's gonna be here. See what we're looking at. By the way, I hope you all are having a great day today. See the snow outside? It's in the bajillions. Let's see what map we're going for here. Alright, we got Rainbow Road. That's a big one. Rainbow Road can be tricky sometimes. Especially with the windy roads. See, every time I play this, I always go flying off the map because I don't have smart steering on. And I can't seem to figure out how to play it like that. So, I just do terribly. But there is an incredibly good shortcut here near the end of the map. If I remember. You can, like, skip, like, a whole section. Alright, so looks like our players are starting off strong here. We have one of our Iggy in first. Hayden's got to do something about that homing shell. Or not. I guess he didn't have any items too early. Alright, well he's in third place, Iggy's in second, so we got one of the enemies up there. We gotta make sure we're hot on their heels. Alright, he threw that homing shell. See, yup, there it is. That's the shortcut. That's what I was talking about just a second ago. Okay, we got some speed bumpers here. Ooh, he almost went off the edge. We got Hayden in third place here. And Iggy's in second. Hayden's gotta catch up. We got something going on here. Looks like he's got a Toad to work with. That's good for him. You want to, like, he's probably going to use that on some kind of straightaway. Oh, blue shell headed his way. Oh, okay. So he kind of glitched it out there. That's good for him. Looking good. Alright, he's got himself a banana and a coin. Hayden's got a flaming, what's it called? A fire flower? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It's called a fire flower. Alright, he's throwing it now, taking the shortcut route. We got one of our players in first, which is amazing. And Hayden is currently in fourth. He has to step up here a little and do something. If I were him, I'd use that King Mushroom. Yep, there he goes. Iggy is doing incredible right now. Already on his way to the speed bump area. That's what I like to call it. Because it's either a speed up or a slow down. And it's a very small area. Oh, looks like Hayden's making his way there now. Ooh. Looks like Lactu had to save him there a little bit. Oh, there goes the shortcut for our number one player. Alright, he's doing very well. He's already at the last section that is necessary for him to win this game. Hayden is still in fourth place, and he just took the shortcut. Alright, looks like our number one player has got the win here, which is great. That's definitely necessary. Let's see if Hayden clutch this up? No, unfortunately. Alright, so our results are 1 and 4 with our enemies in the middle. And overall, they're still beating us. But however, by a very small margin. Oh, I see. The scores get, never mind, the scores get added up. We are in a tie game. Which is great. Which means the tiebreaker all comes down to this. Let's see what map our players are looking to pick. Because that way we all pick the same thing. There's a 50-50% chance we get what we want. And we're going with the bike area. Now that area is very small. I do well in that area. Because smart steering is not really a problem there. I don't have to use it. And you can get a lot of ramps and tricks going very quickly. It can go very quick. It's very cool area. Ooh, they're going with the Boo Mansion. That's an interesting one. Very creepy. Let's see what they're picking. The Boo Mansion. Okay. The Boo Mansion is interesting because it's got a very windy roads. Little, Oh, it's called the Twisted Mansion. Okay, I'm sorry. The Twisted Mansion. So yeah, this one's kind of interesting. I believe they have like lasers or something. Or is that Bowser's Castle? I don't know. It's like one of the two, but they definitely have a bunch of stuff going on. Yeah, they have this over here where it's kind of like wavy, maybe, and some people are actually able to, yes, get tricks off those waves and ripples, which is very good. Hayden just took a great shortcut. Now he's in the front, which is great. He's definitely already making up for his past mistakes in the last round. And he's got our other player right behind him. And keep in mind, they're a team. So they're working together here. Which means we are already crushing the competition. Got this underwater area. Little drifting. Alright, ooh. They managed to get on the top area, which I've never seen them be able to do. So they've already surpassed me over and over again. Made me look like a damned fool. Alright, looks like he's in 4th place, surprisingly. Yeah, but he's got a homing shell. Alright, he's made it to 3rd. So now we are in the middle. So we've basically traded places. Alright, we're not doing the greatest right now. They're currently beating both our players. Hayden is hot on his trail, though. With the homing shell in the mix, he's about to get this hit in. Oh, maybe not. I guess he had a defense item for him. Good for him. Alright, let's see. So our 4th place player here, Iggy, has to come up with something here. Otherwise, he's in some real trouble. He's pretty behind. Alright, let's see what else we got. Hayden's making his way to the 3rd lap. There, yeah, he's got a homing shell to start off with. And he's in 2nd place, but Daisy's close behind him. Looks like Iggy is almost on his way, getting back to where he was, taking an incredible shortcut. Okay, they just surpassed Peach. And now Hayden is in 4th again. And Iggy is in 2nd. But they're all very close to each other. So this is a very tough match. It all comes down to this little area. If they can get the top part and really make that drift, they should be able to surpass them right at the end. Our player is at 4th place right now, which is not good. Looks like Hayden's taking a huge shortcut here. Alright. In the end, it looks like it did not work out. We have lost the tiebreaker, which did not go the way we hoped it would. Alright, so now they're up 19-14. So they're up by a whole amount of numbers. I know. I'm bad at counting. Believe it or not, I'm good at math. Alright, let's see. But enough with the math stuff. Let's take a look at what map we're choosing next. Hopefully we'll get to pick it for once. Okay, looks like we are dying to go for Yoshi's Circuit. One of these times we're bound to get it, at least. Alright, we're going to an email. Waiting around. Okay, so they picked Toad Circuit. So that's interesting. Because they have 2 little areas that you can kind of intertwine. And looks like we've been shot down again. Okay, so Mario Kart has decided to favor the other team by picking their maps constantly. That's one thing we know for sure. Alright, now let's take a look at this. This is the final race, so they have to make a big play here. They have to get both 1st and 2nd if they're going to really pass by them. So what's interesting about this map is like you can kind of like intertwine and like you can cross over the roads anytime you really want. In those little intersections. Like, you see where they're both flat? You can, like really drift. Like, you could drift on the top one and then go down to the yellow one and then continue it. But it can also go the other way around. And there's a few shortcuts you can take here, but they're also very risky. So we're gonna have to see what they do here. Alright, looks like Hayden's up in 3rd place, using that drift technique to help him get a speed boost by intertwining the roads. Looks like Iggy's in 1st right now. Oh, Hayden just took a nice shortcut. He's got 2 toads around him and a homing shell right on his heels. Alright, he's gotten hit. He's at 1 coin right now, which isn't great for his speed. But if he can keep drifting and try to get some more, he should be in a decent spot. Alright, he's in 4th place now. Let's take a look at Iggy. Alright, Iggy has a homing show right by him. Oh, he got hit by it. Alright, he saved himself with a nice coin. He's at around a whopping 9 right now. Up 10! And he's got a green shell out for defense. So he's doing very well for himself right now. Missed the shortcut, though, unfortunately. Alright, looks like he took a risk and threw that blue shell. Oh, never mind. He threw it to get rid of it so he can get a new item. He got a toad. So let's see when he uses it. He's in 2nd place right now. He's got to be careful. Going back to Hayden over here. Still in 4th place. Using the drift techniques to cross between roads. It's not looking too great for him because everybody looks like they're pretty far away, as you can see from the mini-map on the screen. But he just got invincibility, so he's not in a terrible spot. Alright, looks like Iggy just got hit with the homing shell. Things are not looking great for him either. So we're in the middle now. We're kind of sandwiched between the 2 other players. So we got to make a big change here to see if we could do something with that. Alright, Iggy just finished in 2nd place, and it looks like Hayden is finishing in 4th again. Alright, that is very unfortunate. Now, this did say it was the last race. I've never shoutcasted Mario Kart or even played an online match. So, bear with me, folks. I don't know how this works. The match could be over, or we can be turning into something else. I'm not totally sure how long this has been going on for. Keep in mind, I got here late. Again, sorry. But let's have a look here. Alright, we have exited the game and going to controllers. Okay, it looks like we might be changing our players, maybe. I mean, I'm just kind of connecting some dots here. Alright, it looks like we got something going on. Alright. Looks like we're waiting for them to switch their players. So this is what's going on. The characters are... Everybody's now picking their characters. We have Black Yoshi going in now. And the same old Iggy going for the win. Alright, so not much has changed, really. Going with the 150cc race. No NPCs. All vehicles, so no bikes. Let's take a look here. Alright, I think we're ready to get into this again. Let's see what map we're picking. Ooh, we're going for that one. And they're going for Dragon Driftway. There's actually a little trick spot right in the beginning there. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, looks like the game has for once decided to indulge us a little bit and pick our map, which is the Don't Plains. This area is kind of interesting because they have a mole that goes around and you can trick off the trail they leave, which is definitely kind of fun. But some of the drift areas make this very difficult. I do terribly on this map every time I play it. So, we'll see what happens here. Alright, looks like Iggy's got a homing show in 1st place already. But Daisy is, Rosalina is close behind him. Hayden got bashed with the homing show once again. Alright, looks like Izzy isn't doing too well without the smart steering on this. I mean, honestly, I do terrible on this map because of the smart steering. I always end up hitting the grass patches. It never works out for me. Looks like Hayden just used a toad there. He's got a couple of them, actually, and now he's in 3rd place. Once again, ooh, never mind. Iggy has taken the 1st place spot with a stunning drift and victory. Hayden is trying to work something out. Oh! Now that is unlucky. I mean, seriously. He just got his toad stolen right in the middle of when he was trying to take the best shortcut he could. Alright. Well, luck shall have it. He's got himself a piranha plant followed with some invincibility. So things are looking up a little bit. But on the mini-map, you can see it just how far away those 2 are. So, I mean, as long as Hayden can at least beat, like, his little enemy there. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hayden is catching up to Daisy really fast, actually. Oh, wow, look at that. Alright, so we've officially taken the number 1 and number 2 spots. And Rosalina is at, like, 2 turns behind him. Hayden is in third, and our first player has locked himself in as the victor of this map. And Hayden has gotten third. What? Hey, who's playing right now? Oh.
Frank is Black Yoshi.
Oh, Frank. Sorry, folks. I didn't know who Frank was, so I called him Hayden for the last match. Never mind. Okay, Frank is Black Yoshi. Thank you for the clarification. Okay, looks like we got Yoshiville over here. Oh, Yoshi Valley. Wow, I'm really terrible with these names. Wow, I should not play this game. Alright, well, here we go. We're going with our next map. Once again, is pick the other team. Alright, getting a good boost here to start with. Frank busted. Notice how I made some corrections there. It's Frank now, apparently. Alright, looks like the Iggy's got a homing show. And we got Black Yoshi over here. This area is pretty good because it has a variety of pathways you can take. Like this, they kind of split off into two ways and then come back into one with like a giant egg that circles around. I actually find this to be a pretty fun looking map, honestly. This was designed very well, I must say. Look, see, there's the giant egg by Iggy. And looks like we've already taken the number 1 and number 2 spots. So it's looking good. Alright, there we go. Using the grass patches with toads, taking more shortcuts. Wonderfully played. Alright, looks like he's chosen to take the path on the left. And, alright, looks like they're going this way now. And they're gonna go around that loop and make it back to the egg. Now, I don't really know of that many shortcuts that can really be taken here. I mean, sure, there's like a couple. But, they're not very well hidden, and there's not that many of them. So this is pretty much a straight shot all the way through. Or at least that's what I think. Here's a little shortcut that Frank probably could have taken with the toad. Oh, alright, never mind. He had a plan of his own, actually. And he's actually taken the first place spot, which is the first I've seen on the right side of the screen. Alright, looks like he's taking that little shortcut there. Iggy is right behind him, who was on the same team as us. So if you look at the mini-map here, our enemies are actually pretty far behind on the scale here. They're actually like, Daisy's like 1 turn behind, but Rosalina's actually like 2, maybe even 3 turns behind at this point. So it's not looking good for her. Oh, she just threw a blue shell. Uh-oh, well this definitely isn't good. But Frank has the noise box. That is absolutely perfect. Oh, but he accidentally got Iggy with it. Which, while isn't great, we still secured the win, so it's perfectly fine. Alright, looks like we're doing good. Looks like we're winning this one so far. We have a whopping 15/7. Wow. Looking pretty good, I must say. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. Alright, so I think we might be picking our map now, which is probably not going to get picked, because let's face it, that happens every time. It's either musical or Dragon Drift Way. Let's see what it picks. Okay, it picked the musical streets. What's it called? Music Park. Thank you. Okay. So this is fun because it's got a lot of great areas for drifts, especially by that piano area. It's like one huge long drift. You'll see it right in the beginning of the match. And it's got the music guys that bump everything down, hit that Shrek when they hit the beat. And this area's got really good music too. Look, see what I'm talking about? The super long driftway that they can just hit. Oh, looks like Frank just got hit out of his ultra drift there. Iggy's in the first place though. Another giant drift. This place has a lot of them. This place has like 3 huge like drifts, like right back to back. Oh, it's got that little I don't know what that musical instrument is called, but in this game it's like a huge trampoline. So this is what I was talking about with the music notes. They bounce, And you could actually hit a trick though there because they bounce you in the air. Like, he's going to do it right now. There you go. And there's one little shortcut by there. You can hit another trampoline to get you up there, which is pretty good. It looks like Frank is in 4th right now. He's not doing too great. But he's pretty close behind, so he can still catch up. Alright, we got another huge drifting area. Perfect. Iggy is still in 1st. And let's see what we've got. Frank is going for the shortcut. He missed the ramp, but he's still doing pretty well. And he still got him somewhere in the end. He's in 3rd place now. He's got a homing shell headed for Iggy, but he's got a defense, so he's fine. Alright, so we're doing okay right now. Oh, he didn't hit that trick there for the parachute, which is unfortunate. Musical's jumping, hits the trick, boom, awesome. Going for the trampoline shortcut, perfectly executed, wonderfully done. Trying to use the toad to get some more speed going there, take some more shortcuts, take as many as possible. Iggy is still in 1st, and we are now in 1st and 2nd by not a very good margin. Our enemies are actually right upon us. I'm not even sure what school we're facing. I'm sure it was mentioned at the beginning, and could even be at the title of the video for all I know. I mean, seriously, they don't tell me anything in this job. Alright, looks like Frank just got stuck behind the musical note. Which actually, like, I forgot to say, that can happen, unfortunately. Not only that, if they actually land on top of you, they can knock you out for a good couple seconds. Alright, so we finished in 1 and 4, sandwiching the other team. But we're still doing pretty good here, actually. We're not in a bad spot at all. We are winning by a lot of numbers. Actually, winning by 9. This one I can calculate in my head. Take that, all my past math teachers. Alright, let's see what map we're picking now. The Moo Meadows. Okay, this one's kind of interesting too. And they're picking like the little Animal Crossing area. Now, I've actually played Animal Crossing, and it's a pretty nice game. But in some cases, the Mario Kart map does look a little bit different from the actual game. But I mean, that's not what we're here to talk about, of course. But yeah, Animal Crossing is definitely a nice game, and they do a good job of like hinting characters from the other game. Like right there in the beginning of the map, there's like KK playing the guitar. Alright, looks like we're off here. Got some good drifts right from the beginning. Ooh, I gotta watch out for those piles of leaves and trees and everything. Looks like there's another split path. Or at least that's what I thought I saw. Oh! Looks like we just got shelled. We got Frank in 1st place, so that's definitely very good. And we got our star. Oh, look at that. The stars are shaped in like little coins this time. Oh, I never noticed that before. That's kind of interesting. Okay, here we go. Taking some ramps here. I actually don't play this map now this much, so I don't know too much. Ooh, Frank is in a terrible situation here. Both missing the shortcut and even going back a few areas in the map. He is like super far away from everybody. But other than that, on a happier note, Iggy is still in 1st, but in a very close battle with the other team. Alright, let's see what he can do to save this. Okay, Frank just got the Infinity, which is very big. It also could be very bad in some cases. Okay, he just got the Boo. So let's see what he steals. He has stolen a boomerang from one of the other team. That's good. Looks like our good buddy Iggy here is getting a homing shell, but it has the defense item. Wonderfully done. Alright. So, Frank only has 5 bells right now, which is the currency that they changed to from the actual game. But he has a bullet bill. I mean, I'd recommend he uses that now. Yep, there he goes. And, okay, he's managed to take 3rd place. And he's also got an invincibility star, which he's now using. So we have 1 and 3rd right now. So it's pretty even with what we've got going on here. But it looks like he's actually gotten himself pretty close. And this time he didn't mess up the shortcut. And he barely didn't make 2nd place. But he still got pretty close. So we have to give him props for that. However, Iggy, on the other hand, did secure a win for us, which is incredible. So now we're up 28-16, which is I believe 12. Yup, it's 12. See, I knew I'd amount to something. My math teacher was wrong. Alright, so looks like we got the crowns now. That's good. Now let's see what... Okay, apparently we have light blue Yoshi now. I think one of our players is switching. I don't know who. Alright, so here goes the vehicles. It's pretty much the same setup. Who's playing now?
Evan is going in for Cat.
Who?
Evan.
Is he blue Yoshi?
He's going to blue Yoshi is in for Iggy.
And black Yoshi is the same?
Black Yoshi is the same.
Okay. So we have our famous player, Evan, who you might know from our Smash season for Super Smash Bros. He is one of our best players there, and now he's trying to make his name for himself in the Mario Kart world. So let's give him a good old cheer on when he goes up there and tries to beat the other team and go through the other side to the finish line. So yeah, we got our champion, and we still got Frank as the runner-up. So right now it's looking pretty good. Oh, look at these two, Crown and normal person, just dancing it out over here. Oh, and now they're staring at me. Okay, that's nice. All right, so now while we're waiting in an intermission here, we're just kind of waiting for them to pick their players, and then they're just gonna map out the same rules as before. Let's talk about Mario Kart a little bit. Now, Mario Kart is a fun game that I really enjoy, even though I'm terrible at it. I mean, that's probably, like, mainly the reason why I'm not out there playing, and I'm doing this instead, is because I'm not that good at the game. Okay, I'm good at other stuff. But, alright, looks like they're shouting out the rules of the game. So, Mario Kart, very fun game, has so many maps, and, you know, I never bought the DLC, but they have a lot of maps you can choose from. They really do. Like, they actually went all out with that. And now they're coming out with Mario Kart World, which is another one's very interesting. And I don't know much about that either, because I don't have the Switch 2. Way too expensive, by the way. May I just add that? I mean, I can have a feeling that most of you probably agree with me. Alright, so looks like we have another Rainbow Road here. This is the smaller one. If you don't have smart steering here, at least in my opinion, then this map is very difficult. Because, like, it is so incredibly easy to fall off here. I can't tell you how many times I've fallen off this map. Just because I barely couldn't make a turn right, or I completely drifted off on the map. They also have these tiny little ramps here. Which I've honestly, every time I try to do that and take the little ramps, it's helpful for speed, but if you mess it up, then it basically guarantees that you're not going to be able to get back onto the map, and Lactu's going to have to fish you out of the abyss. He just got rid of his defensive item. So we got Frank in second and Evan in third. So that's not the greatest so far. We're kind of sandwiched here in between them. But let's take a look here. Let's see what we can do. Frank's getting a good drift in the ramp. He didn't get a trick off it. He barely made it back on the map. So you could see the problem here and how this map can be very difficult at times because of just how hard it is to not fall off. Alright, that guy just crushed Frank, but he's still in first, so he's doing alright. Evan's in the back. He's got to deal with someone with invincibility that's closing in on him very quickly. Ooh, looks like their invincibility just ran out. Evan's still in, oh, now he's in fourth place, and Frank's still in first, so he seems to be doing very well. He must know this map and have it down. Because if you don't have this map down, the terms can be very punishing. Alright, looks like Evan just got a Piranha Plant. He's got to be careful with that. But I think the Piranha Plant should actually steer him in the right direction. Ooh, he just threw a homing shell. That's not good. Ooh, alright, we got Frank in first, and Evan is in third. Alright, so a pretty solid start. Overall, we got the first place, which is really what matters in the end. As long as one of our players gets first, we are automatically in the winning. So 4-7, we are up by 3 points in the total run. We are doing just fine for right now, and we're gonna see what map we decide to pick next. Let me ask you down in the comment section, what map would you pick if you were gonna play competitively? Because sometimes some of these maps you kind of want to pick the one you do best in, and hope the other player doesn't pick something that you're terrible at, which in my case would be most of them. All right, so we got once again the Donut Plains again. So I've already rambled on about this map, so you kind of already know the shtick about this one. But we basically have the same situation here. The puddles, very damp area, and if they have a problem, which they apparently they already have, it can be very difficult to get back up. At least they get a lot of toads for this, and that could actually be put to very good use here. Alright, looks like Evan knows the great shortcut he just used. Got stuck in a grass patch though, but it's not affecting him too much. Trick on the mole trail, wonderfully done. Looks like Frank missed the same trick. Alright, so now it looks like we're kind of sandwiched between the other team. Wow, I really say that a lot, don't I? Yeah, sandwich. You know what? I could go for a sandwich, right? Comment sandwich if you want, if you could go for a sandwich right now. All right, let's take a look at this here. We got Frank in first place with the noise box, so he's in a very prepared situation. He's pretty much set for anything that can happen. Oh, looks like Evan just got hit by the mole. Surprise! Oh, oh, holy, oh my goodness! Lucio coming on the way, and he just got his noise box stolen. Now, if that's more of a combo than I have seen in a long time. That is pure terrible luck. Either that or the other team somehow specifically did that so that way he could get bashed like that. I mean, Frank is still in first by a good amount of time. Like, he's got like a whole turn ahead. But still, that was a very unlucky situation for him. Evan is not going great in fourth right now. The other two enemies are very close. They just hit his own teammate by accident. And Evan managed to get third. So that's very good. And once again, we are in the same situation before, which is not bad at all. In fact, it is very good. All right, now we got 8-14. All right, so we are actually up by a whopping 6 points. Doing great right now. Alright, looks like we got Dragon Driftway next. Now, this is a really cool one. I really enjoyed this map. Right in the beginning, you can get a good trick there. Some pros are actually very good at this map because there's very, specific drifts that you can do that drastically increase your speed to an incredible level. I like the way it looks like a nice castle, you know, and it's very wavy and everything. It's got all the perfect aspects you kind of want in the map. And this dragon is actually from a Mario game, which is actually really cool. He's from the Mario Galaxy game. He's like one of the boss fights you fight. I think he's actually from Mario Galaxy 2. He might be the first boss fight you really fight. So he's definitely very interesting. And he's a very cool looking and well designed character. But other than that, let's talk about the map. Looks like our players are doing very fine right now, using the toads to get past the grass patches and do as many tricks as they can. Looks like Evan knows about the trick that is right in the beginning of the map before turning the wheels sideways. Alright, looks like we got the two last spots, which isn't great. We could be doing better, so let's see how they play this. Evan's got a boomerang on hand, so we'll see what he does with that. Oh, looks like Frank just got homing shelled, which is never fun. Man, I can't tell you how many times I got hit with the most random stuff, and it absolutely, ruined my playthrough. Like, I'll play with, some NPCs or something on, 200cc, because I would try to, get the trophies and everything and unlock more cool stuff. But out of nowhere, I'll be like on the running to first, about to make it to the finish line. I get hit with the most random stuff over and over again. And then I'll just go from like first to like fifth. And I'll be like so annoyed about it. Oh, looks like Frank tried to take a huge shortcut, ended up using his noise box and a toad. Hits with the homing shell. Oh, that is very unlucky. Right after, oh, looks like he fell off the map again. What is happening? What's going on? Okay, looks like he's lost his cool. He's got to lock in and focus now. I think the pressure is starting to wheel it on him a little bit. All right, he's getting through the grass patch, though. He's starting to get back into the groove. That's good. All right, looks like we got fourth and third. Not great. Not great at all. We kind of just lost our lead a little bit. But overall, I think we're still in the lead. Let's see. Yup, we're in lead by 1 point. So this next match could basically go either way. That is crazy. I didn't even talk about the map this much. Well, I did a little bit, but ooh, you know, Cloud Top Cruise is actually my favorite map. You know why? Because I'm actually really good at it. That's why. That's definitely what I would pick if I was going up competitively. Because I'm great at hitting those last shortcut at the end with the 2 leaves. I'm incredible at that. You'd be surprised. Alright, let's see what we're looking at again. Okay, apparently we picked Dragon Driftway again. I didn't even think they could pick the same map twice, but I guess so. So we're going through it again. Basically a rematch of the first one. I guess they're picking it again because it worked for them. It got them the 2 top places. So yeah, I like the fact that you go straight in the dragon's mouth right at the beginning. I find that very interesting. It has such a Japanese style, you know? This map, it's really cool. I'm like, honestly, like, even though I'm not that good at it, I enjoy playing this map most of the time. I didn't even know about that little ramp that Evan just took, the little shortcut there. So yeah, and he's even got like a little pagoda style temple like village on his back. It's really cool, dude. Or maybe those are like floating islands or something, like something you'd see out of like Avatar. All right, either way, enough of my rambling. Let's talk about the game. We got Frank at first with a homing shell on his back, doing well right now, but he's got someone right on his heels. Ooh, okay, they just took out his homing shell, but he's still got a defensive item, so he's doing okay. Evan, on the other hand, is, while close, he still is in fourth, so he's got a while to go. Oh, looks like Frank got bashed by something, and the 2 members of the other team are now right in the lead, but Frank is right behind them. Evan, on the other hand, is super far away, surprisingly. This is definitely not his map, I would say, based on the poor performance I've seen. And I would also say he's kind of like out of his comfort zone with this game in total, because he's a Smash Bros. Player. You know, that's his game. In fact, he is technically the captain of our Smash Bros. Team. So like that's kind of where he strives. Or should I say thrives? Probably thrives. I don't know why I said strives. Alright, well, looks like Frank got hit by something twice. Shell and then a bomb for some reason. You know, I'm starting to get the feeling that the other team are carefully picking their items just so they can do that to him, you know, and get those, like, super, what would seem to be coincidental, unlucky moments to be, like, super heavily calculated or something to happen more often, and they would bash him multiple times. Somehow he still actually got first. Evan, unfortunately, got fourth, which is not great. But, we're still doing okay, though. I think we're still in the lead. Let's take a look. Yes, we're up by 2 now. Alright, so it's looking good. I believe we have... Oh, no, that's it. That was all the races. Looks like we won it again. Wonderfully done. Frank did much better this round. And Evan, who is supposed to be our #1 player, kind of did terribly. So yeah, he did not do great. Alright, well, it looks like we are still the wearers of the crown. And I believe this is probably our last match that we have here. Let's take a look. We're gonna have to just see what happens. Oh, communication error. Okay, that definitely means they closed out the server. So that's gonna do it for our first match of comment of Mario Kart. Well, it's not our first, but it's one of ours, and we definitely did very well. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for our next stream next week. Tomorrow. I'm sorry. We have a stream tomorrow.
Overwatch.
Oh. Stay tuned for the Overwatch stream tomorrow. Goodbye.